As the maid was about to leave, she said to her employer, "Ma'am, I've finished all the housework and put Arav to sleep." The employer replied, "Okay, good. Oh, listen, on your way here tomorrow morning, bring a 3-liter can of cooking oil," and handed her 500 rupees. The maid asked, "How much will it cost?" The employer replied, "It should be within 500 rupees. If it's a little more, pay from your pocket and I'll give it back tomorrow." The maid nodded and left. The next day, as she was returning after buying the oil, a neighbor boy asked her, "So how much money did you manage to save from this?" The maid replied, "I always return the full amount honestly." The boy laughed and said, "Come on, you must have kept something for yourself." She calmly replied, "That's not earning, that's called stealing." He said, "Well, in my world, we call it earning." She looked at him and said, "That's why you still work in the slums, and I work in a respectable neighborhood like Kanti." And she walked away. The next day, the employer called her and said, "Hello, Sheila, where are you? I told you guests are coming today. When will you arrive?" Sheila replied, "Ma'am, it's Sunday today." The employer paused and said, "Oh, right, okay, I'll manage." Her husband asked, "Where's the maid today?" She replied, "It's Sunday." The husband checked his phone and said, "Oh yes, you're right." So the woman began doing all the housework herself. A while later, the doorbell rang. She opened the door and was surprised to see Sheila standing there, tired and out of breath. Without saying much, Sheila took the vegetable knife from her and went straight to the kitchen to start chopping vegetables. The employer smiled with joy. Later, as she and her husband were getting ready to go out, she told Sheila, "Listen, we'll be out for 2 or 3 hours. Please take care of Arav. He usually doesn't ask for food, so after you finish your work, make sure he eats. If he troubles you, call me on video." Sheila replied, "Don't worry, ma'am. I'll take care of it." As the couple sat in the car downstairs, the husband said, "Anu, don't you think we shouldn't leave our child in the hands of someone else?" Anu said, "She's there. She'll manage." He said, "Still, she's just a maid. I don't think she'll actually feed him." Anu replied, "So what should we do? Take him with us?" He said, "No, but at least let's feed him ourselves before we leave." She agreed. "Okay, let's do that." When they went back upstairs, they saw Sheila feeding Arav with so much love and care. They were both touched and quietly stepped away. The next day, Sheila asked for 2,000 rupees as an advance. The employer handed her 2,300 rupees. Sheila asked, "Why the extra 300 rupees?" Her employer replied, "That's for the work you did on Sunday, and because you care so much for our home and our family. Starting next month, I'm increasing your salary." Sheila smiled brightly and said, "Thank you, ma'am," and walked away happily.